Hello guys, this is the Crispy Tiger here to review movies, games, and all that good stuff, along with gaming commentary coming soon. Well, I'm going to start with the first game being Game Dev Tycoon. It's going to be a walkthrough, no commentary on that one, and no commentary for a while until those donates start rolling in, and I'm able to, buy a gaming computer that can run it, and then I'll probably shut down the donations. But, however, we have something to talk about today. We are going to talk about Star Trek 2. And what is Star Trek 2? Well, the movie's good. The movie's actually great. Let's start with the acting. Chris Pine is playing good old James T. Kirk, and Spock is being played by Zachary Quinto. Oh, and the original Spock shows up. There's no surprise. Matter of fact, it's not even a spoiler because he pops up for like 2 seconds. It's really kind of weird. It's interesting to see them addressing the old Star Trek, which, to give you a little bit of background, I've never seen the old Star Treks. I am completely new to the series. The only thing I've seen Star Trek related is the new reboot movie, which I actually really liked. So, in terms of the acting and in terms of the characters, I like all of the characters. I like all of the acting. Sulu was completely useless again. I heard he was useless in the old series, and now he came back, and they didn't use him at all. Well, they used him for one funny joke, but that was about it. Oh, and Bones is back, played by Carl Urban, and Carl Urban is always a good thing. Along with seeing Zachary Quinto go through the same complex, but it was different. It was like it was addressed that we've already gone through this. It's just, more added to it, and he's begging Zoe Saldana, so lucky ass bastard. But besides that, we also have James C. Kirk here, and James C. Kirk is out for revenge, which is really, I don't want to say childish, or that he hasn't learned from his mistakes. He hasn't had anybody close to him killed in a way where he actually could put any revenge. I mean, he killed Nero in the first movie, which, surprise, surprise. But that's what happened, and it's, who cares? Oh, and by the way, like I have to say, the villain in this movie, Pitch Perfect, Khan, played by, I don't want to mess up his name, but Benedict Cumberbatch. I was gonna mess up his last name, Cumberbatch. And yeah, apparently Sherlock plays a really good villain. He's a great villain in this. A lot of people. I'm gonna just skip to it. We're gonna talk about the ending. I'm not gonna spoil it, but to talk about the ending, I liked it. I even got teary-eyed. I guess this is where the generational gap comes in, where I am too young to, I haven't seen any of the Star Wars. Oh man, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble for that. I haven't seen any of the previous Star Trek movies, so how will I react to this one? And I liked it. I didn't care. So, I knew what the parallel was gonna be, because I knew what the second Star Trek movie did. It's infamous, killing a certain character moment. But I didn't expect it, and I didn't grow up with those older Star Trek movies. I've only grown up with this new stuff, and yeah, that all of that happened. On a personal level, I like J.J. Abrams. I liked Lost. I heard Alcatraz was okay, and on top of that, I like Fringe. Well, his TV's fine, and in terms of film, I've only seen the first Star Trek film. I don't know. I actually don't even know if there know any other J.J. Abrams movies besides Star Trek. So, that's how I feel about it. I really like it. It's a decent movie with good acting. The direction in this movie is good. I felt like it was decent. The writing is good, and actually, I heard there's a lot of people saying it's very smart and very clever, and there's a lot of people saying it's absolutely retarded. I don't know where to lean in on the fence because I see both arguments. I'm just gonna say it's just a stupid popcorn flick. Just forget it. It doesn't matter. So there was that, and in terms of that, the writing's decent. All the characters are written well, especially the villain of this movie. Khan is written very well. And after that whole thing happens, the visual effects are great. So there's that bonus right there. The visual effects are just awesome. So to give it a rating, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. A 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10, something there. that's what I'd probably give it. It's a decent film. I'd say to go check it out if you're a new Star Trek fan. If you're an old Star Trek fan, I have no clue how you're going to respond to the ending. You're probably going to hate it. That's why I hear from every old Star Trek fan or somebody who's not a fan of J.J. Abrams, don't go watch this film. You already know what you're in for. You already know what's going to happen. You already know how you're going to feel about it. And that's the way. That's how it is. So, this is the Crispy Tiger saying goodbye. And tell me what you guys thought of Star Trek 2. Thanks.